What if I told you that the very first thing you do in the morning could secretly be sabotaging your health? Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that even something as simple as drinking water, or not drinking it, could change the entire course of your day? Stay tuned as we uncover 7 deadly morning habits that could be affecting your health without you even realizing it. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated on more health tips that can help you live your strongest, healthiest life at any age. Let's get started. Habit number 1: the silent thirst, starting your day dehydrated. Here's a surprising truth. By the time you wake up in the morning, your body is already running on empty. No coffee, no breakfast, and worst of all, no water. It's like trying to start a classic car with no oil in the engine. Not a great idea, right? Let's talk about Mary, 70. She's active, sharp, and still walks her dog Rusty every morning. But recently, she started feeling lightheaded and foggy. She blamed it on just getting older, until her doctor asked a simple question: "Are you drinking water first thing in the morning?" She wasn't. And she's not alone. As we age, our sense of thirst gets weaker, even when our body really needs hydration. After 7 to 9 hours without fluids, our blood thickens, blood pressure can drop, and our brain doesn't fire on all cylinders. Not to mention, dehydration can strain your heart and kidneys, too. Here's a simple fix. Small Blue Diamond: keep a glass or bottle of water on your nightstand. Small Blue Diamond: drink it before your coffee, breakfast, or meds, within 15 minutes of waking. Small Blue Diamond: add lemon or cucumber if you want to feel fancy. Mary does. It's a small step with big rewards: clearer thinking, steadier movement, and a healthier heart. Remember, strong mornings lead to strong lives. Now, what if I told you that the very first thing you touch in the morning could be your phone? Stick around for habit number 2, it might just surprise you. Habit number 2: the stress scroll, reaching for your phone too soon. We've all been there, waking up, eyes still heavy, and the first thing we reach for? Our phones. Just a quick scroll, I promise. But what we don't realize is that this habit can start our day on the wrong foot. Let me share a story about Jim, 75. Jim is a proud grandfather and enjoys his morning routine of checking messages, reading the news, and maybe a quick peek at social media. He thought it was harmless until he started feeling more anxious and overwhelmed by the news of the world. Headlines about politics, the economy, and world events filled his mind, leaving him feeling stressed before he even got out of bed. What happened to the mornings being peaceful? Jim wondered. Here's why it's a problem. Your brain, right after waking up, is in a relaxed, receptive state. The last thing it needs is to be bombarded by stressful headlines or social media debates. This spike in cortisol, the stress hormone, can increase anxiety, raise blood pressure, and even affect your immune system over time. Here's a healthier alternative. Small Blue Diamond: keep your phone across the room, or out of sight, for the first 20 to 30 minutes after waking. Small Blue Diamond: replace screen time with a calming habit. Whether it's stretching, breathing, listening to soothing music, or simply enjoying a quiet cup of tea. Small Blue Diamond: if you must check your phone, try a positivity or mindfulness app to set a peaceful tone. Start your day with peace, and you'll carry it with you. Sparkling heart. And speaking of peaceful mornings, let's talk about a habit that can make your stomach, and your heart, feel much better. Stay tuned for habit number 3. Habit number 3: the empty stomach coffee trap. Ah, coffee, the comforting ritual that many of us look forward to as soon as our eyes pop open. But here's the thing: drinking coffee on an empty stomach may not be the best way to start your day, especially after 60. Meet Evelyn, 72. She's been drinking a cup of black coffee first thing every morning for decades, without a bite to eat. It was part of her routine. But recently, she started feeling jittery, getting heartburn, and even noticed her stomach was more upset than usual. "I just thought it was a sign of getting older," she told me. But when she switched it up and added a light breakfast before her coffee, she felt the difference immediately: more stable energy and less discomfort. Here's why this is so important. When we wake up, our stomach is empty, and our body's natural acids are at their peak. Drinking coffee, which is acidic, on an empty stomach can irritate your digestive system. It can also cause a spike in your blood sugar and stress hormones, leaving you feeling shaky, anxious, or fatigued later in the day. Here's a simple fix. Small Blue Diamond have a small snack before your coffee. A piece of toast, a boiled egg, or a handful of nuts works wonders. Small Blue Diamond after eating, take your time to savor your cup of coffee slowly. Small Blue Diamond if you're prone to acid reflux, consider adding milk or switching to a gentler tea. That little snack can help stabilize your blood sugar and avoid that jittery feeling that can follow coffee on an empty stomach. So, next time you reach for that cup of joe, remember, food first, coffee second. Your stomach, and your energy, will thank you. And just wait. What if I told you that jumping out of bed too quickly could be even more dangerous? Stick around for habit number 4, and let's talk about how to rise safely. So far, we've covered a few game-changing morning habits, and I hope you're ready to make some changes to boost your health. But here's the thing, these small habits can add up, and if you're looking for more simple tips that can make a big impact, you'll want to stick around and subscribe. Subscribe now so you never miss an episode full of tips to stay strong, healthy, and independent. Habit number 4, still in bed? Still in pain. Do you ever find yourself lying in bed, waiting for the aches to settle before you even think about getting up? You're not alone. Many of us, as we age, feel that stiffness in our joints, especially when we first wake up. But here's the thing, staying in bed too long can actually make those aches worse. Take Bob, 78. He used to stay in bed for 20 minutes after waking up, hoping the pain in his knees would ease up. But the longer he stayed still, the worse it got. One morning, his granddaughter suggested, "Grandpa, why not try some gentle stretching before you get out of bed?" Bob was skeptical at first, but after giving it a try, he was amazed. His stiffness started easing up, and his energy felt lighter throughout the day. Here's why it's so important. When we sleep, our body stays still for hours, and the muscles and joints can stiffen. The longer you stay in bed, the more your body tightens up. Gentle movement, even while still lying down, helps improve circulation, reduces stiffness, and prepares your body for the day ahead. Here's a simple fix. Small Blue Diamond before even sitting up, stretch gently while lying down. Wiggle your fingers and toes, stretch your arms overhead, and bend your knees slowly. Small Blue Diamond take 3 to 5 deep breaths to wake up your body. Small Blue Diamond when you're ready, slowly sit up and dangle your legs over the side of the bed for a moment before standing up. This helps avoid any dizzy spells. By moving slowly and gently, you'll find that your body wakes up much more comfortably and is ready for whatever the day has in store. So, next time you're tempted to lie in bed a little longer, remember, a little morning stretch can set you up for a much more energized, pain-free day. And speaking of comfort, what if I told you that your morning habits might be stressing you out even before you get out of bed? Stick around for habit number 5, it's one you definitely don't want to miss. Habit number 5, the quick rush. Habit number 5, the quick rush. Habit number 5, the quick rush. Habit number 5, the quick rush, jumping out of bed too fast. We've all done it, waking up late for an appointment or a meeting and rushing out of bed, half dazed and still groggy. But what if I told you that this get up and go habit could be more dangerous than you think, especially as we age? Let me tell you about Nancy, 74. Nancy is an energetic woman who enjoys taking care of her garden every morning. One day, she jumped out of bed quickly to check the weather and wham! She suddenly felt dizzy and almost lost her balance. She thought it was just a one-time thing, but it happened again a few days later. After a visit to her doctor, she learned that rushing out of bed too fast can lead to a sudden drop in blood pressure, causing dizziness or even fainting. It's something that's more common as we get older. Here's why this happens. When you go from lying down to standing up too quickly, your blood doesn't have time to flow properly to your brain. As we age, our blood vessels don't adjust as quickly, which can cause dizziness or even a fall. This is often called orthostatic hypotension, a fancy term for a sudden drop in blood pressure when standing up too fast. The National Institute on Aging highlights that rapid transitions from lying down to standing can lead to orthostatic hypotension, a drop in blood pressure that causes dizziness and an increased risk of falls in older adults. The study advises taking time to adjust to an upright position to avoid these issues. Here's a simple fix. Small Blue Diamond before standing up, sit up slowly in bed and dangle your legs over the side for a few seconds. Small blue diamond, take a deep breath and let your body adjust to the change in position. Small blue diamond, stand up slowly, pausing briefly before taking your first step. By taking your time, you can avoid dizziness, prevent falls, and start your day with steady energy. A little patience goes a long way, your balance and safety are worth it. And now, let's talk about something we often overlook in our morning routine, that delicious breakfast. What if I told you that skipping it could be doing more harm than you think? Stick around for habit number 6. It's one you won't want to miss. Habit number 6. The skip that breakfast mistake. We've all heard the saying, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but how many of us actually follow it? Maybe you've skipped breakfast because you're not hungry or you're just too busy. But let me tell you why this common habit could be a serious mistake, especially after 60. Let's talk about Gerald, 68. Gerald has always been a breakfast skipper, grabbing a cup of coffee and rushing to start his day. Over time, he noticed his energy was low by mid-morning, and he couldn't concentrate like he used to. It wasn't until his doctor explained the importance of breakfast that Gerald realized the impact of skipping it. Without those first vital nutrients, his blood sugar levels would crash, leading to fatigue, irritability, and that midday slump. Here's the science. When you skip breakfast, you're essentially depriving your body of the fuel it needs after a long night of fasting. Your blood sugar drops, which can leave you feeling sluggish, weak, and more prone to overeating later. Additionally, skipping breakfast can impact your metabolism and even increase the risk of heart disease over time. Here's a simple fix. Small blue diamonds, start with something easy and balanced, like a boiled egg, yogurt with fruit, or a small bowl of oatmeal. Small blue diamond, add protein and fiber to your breakfast to keep you full and energized longer. Small blue diamond, if you're not hungry right away, try a small snack like a handful of nuts or a piece of fruit before your coffee. Remember, breakfast doesn't have to be complicated, it just needs to be nourishing. A well-balanced start can set the tone for a strong and productive day. Starting your day with the right fuel will help keep you energized, focused, and ready to take on whatever the day brings. And speaking of fueling your day, did you know that your morning routine might also be affecting your mood? Stick around for habit number 7, it's one you'll definitely want to hear. Habit number 7, the morning rush, jumping into your day without a plan. Do you ever find yourself waking up and immediately diving into the whirlwind of tasks? Checking your to-do list, rushing to get things done, and feeling like the day is already slipping away before it's even begun? You're not alone, and it's a habit that could be draining your energy and your well-being over time. Take Alice, 80. Alice has always been the go-getter in her family. Every morning, she dives right into making breakfast, cleaning, checking emails, and getting things in order. It wasn't until her daughter pointed out that Alice was constantly stressed and exhausted by noon, despite doing everything right. Alice realized she was spending her mornings in a race against time without ever pausing to truly plan her day. It left her feeling overwhelmed, instead of empowered. Here's why this habit can be harmful. Starting your day without a clear plan or intention can leave you feeling scattered and stressed. When you wake up and immediately dive into the chaos of the day, it can raise your cortisol levels, the stress hormone, leaving you drained before you've even had time to properly wake up. Without structure, you may feel like you're constantly playing catch-up. Here's a simple fix. Small blue diamond, when you wake up, take 5 minutes to breathe deeply and set an intention for your day. Small blue diamond, choose 1 or 2 things you'd like to accomplish, and write them down. Small blue diamond, prioritize what matters most, and give yourself permission to pace yourself. By adding intention and a clear plan to your mornings, you'll find that your day feels more manageable, focused, and less overwhelming. Conclusion. These 7 deadly morning habits could be quietly shortening your lifespan without you even realizing it. But with a few simple changes, you can reverse course, boost your energy, and live a longer, healthier life. Remember, it's all about small changes that add up. If you're ready to take charge of your mornings, start with 1 or 2 of these tips, and let me know how it goes. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks on staying healthy, strong, and vibrant at any age. And leave a comment below, what's your morning routine like? I'd love to hear what's working for you, or what you're excited to try out. Stay healthy, stay strong, and I'll see you next time.